Hello, everybody. This is the Astral Tourist. So, in this particular sharing about Mugwort, yes, welcome to the Mugwort Matrix. I'm going to share the exact photos of what I've been working with that I brought back home from the Renaissance Fair. So to begin with, these may not all be in the exact order I'm going to try, but I couldn't figure out how to organize things in iMovie as I was talking. So I'll have to listen back and add them in, and hopefully I get it right. So I'm going to begin with the image I've been using, which I made an art out of. I think it was on Luna Pick. It was a free software online. So that's been brightened. I added some stars. That is not how the mugwort looks when you buy it fresh. And the person I bought it from is Serena. I'll put her business card up. The links will be in the description. She was just so nice to me at the fair. I mean, she doesn't even know. I'm sure she's that nice to everybody. So, but I could tell that the energy in the mugwort was there, and that she loves it. She's got these wonderful headbands and everything. I was fully covered and masked, so I don't think she would even recognize me if she saw me. But I did tell her that I was making this series, and she's really happy about it, of course. And so, I'm not an affiliate or anything with her. And if you go back to my initial sharings, you'll see why I'm talking about her and this particular mugwort, because this is a particularly potent mugwort this time around. I've had many other kinds, usually whatever I can find on sale on Amazon, in tea format or just loose mugwort. But this by far has been the most potent mugwort I've worked with. Oh, and also I've used Lucid Dream Leaf. And that worked really well. Actually, I only took the blue pill. And that's a mix of valerian, mugwort, and I forget what else, if there's other things in there. And I will, later in this recording, include a picture of what that looks like with the capsules open. I never did take the red pill, but I opened up the red capsule too, so you'll be able to see that. Okay, so in the first picture, like I said, it's my artsy one. And so then I'll be moving on to the second photo, which will be some different photos I took of the bundle from Serena that I bought. Not the tincture yet, but that'll be coming. And in one of the photos, you can see this brown stuff in the background, and maybe in a few of them. That's a broom I set in the back just to offset the really super bright white wall. And yeah, that's my witchy broom, one of them. No, I don't fly on it. It's just decoration, really. And I have adjusted the lighting on some of these, but without doing any art stuff or anything, just to show and get the photo and the mugwort to look how it actually looks right now for me. So, it's the closest I can come. It's a greenish gray right now, pretty dry. I would not say it's perfect for tea, but it's potent enough it could be. If I hadn't bought the tincture, I could use this for tea. So then you ask, I've been asked on Reddit, how much should I use for tea? And that's going to be different for everybody. But I would say start out really, really small. Be careful, because there are certain caveats with mugwort. If you're pregnant, don't use it. It can cause early menses. The female cycle. Okay, if you don't know that word, we're talking about the female monthly cycle there. And some people are just allergic to it. I was reading online. I read that. And I'm not a doctor. Get your own advice from a doctor if you're taking other medications. But just to be on the safe side, if you've never ever used mugwort before, crunch some up in your hand, put a little under your tongue. Use a really tiny, tiny amount to begin with, and just find out to make sure you are not allergic. I don't think a lot of people are, but I could be wrong. I'm just me. I'm only sharing my own experiences, each unto their own, okay? Okay, got that out of the way. I had to, Some people won't think about it, and, I don't want anybody to be hurt. So I would say start out, once you've done your testing, checked with your doctor, start out with a teaspoon or two as a tea, soaked for 20 to 40 minutes. Now, this will depend on how fresh the mugwort is, how dry the mugwort is. Like in the pictures I'll be showing, if I were going to actually make a tea out of this, instead of using the tincture I got from Serena, I would soak it over an hour. Not because it's weak, but because it's dry. And mugwort doesn't mind a bit of heat. I mean, I saw some people on YouTube boiling it. I don't know that I would. I like to bring tea, herbs and things up to almost boiling it, but then not boil. But that's my own preference. So it's something to keep in mind. But according to some of these other videos I saw, they boil it down and practically make a tincture by doing that. You're just going to have to experiment on your own to see what works for you. This isn't something you're just going to do 1 or 2 days and say it doesn't work. You can, but you'll be wasting the mugwort. And the mugwort does have its own energy, its own spirit. It's got a beautiful diva for a plant, and you want to also embrace that. If you're not into that kind of a thing, you can still use mugwort, of course. But I'm coming at this from my own experience, which includes that part of the experience. You can call me a witchy woman or whatever, but I tune into these things, and so that, I share my experience, and that's all I can do. And you can only, have your own and share your own experience. Okay, so other ways to use mugwort are to smoke it. I don't recommend smoking because it's not good for you, but that's my own thinking and philosophy. If you want to smoke it, look up some videos. Basically, from my understanding, because I looked them up just to see, you pretty much roll it up just like a cigarette, a homemade cigarette or something, or a joint, and smoke it that way. What I'm going to do is, in one of these photos, you're going to see a white dish. And this is something that I did do. So in a way, I did smoke it, but not like that. I just crumbled up some of the bundle that I got, and I put it in the dish, and I lit it, and I inhaled the smoke that way. So if you want to call me a smoker for that, then I guess I am. And you'll see in the dish that I did not put that much in there, and I didn't even burn that much. You'll see how small it is. And I did that in the afternoon a couple of days, but before bed, I've been using the tincture as well. But I think mugwort smells really good, so I also just kind of wafted the smoke around. I didn't just inhale it, and as a smudge. So that's something to think about. But you could also just put a small amount and inhale it, and I don't know what that would do on its own. I really, really have been preferring this tincture. But it smells really good to me. I like it. Okay, so moving on. You might hear a clicking here because I'm going to bring up the spell. You'll see the photo with the spell. And I did the spell. Here it is. Into this smoke I release all energies that no longer serve me, all negativity that surrounds me, and all fear that limits me. So it is. I recommend adding your own style to the spell if you want to use it. This is from Serena from the bundle. And in my case, I think I did something like, you'll have to listen back to my other sharings, but, for astral projection, I'm sure I put something in for astral projection. But Mugwort is an incredibly loving plant. And you'll be hearing these stories online from people who had nightmares. And I've come to the realization that this is because Mugwort is also a healer. And so I'm going to bring up this other photo at some point in the sharing. I'm clicking it up now, and I'm going to read it off to you. Serena put it on here. Artemisia vulgaris Mugwort. Strength, purification, psychic powers, astral projection, prophetic dreams, healing. Helps clear creative blocks and calming. Mugwort, I've found, will meet you where you are. So it might take you 2 or 3 days of dream work to actually get to know this plant. And when you first become aware of your dreams, if you're not already an experienced lucid dreamer or an experienced astral traveler, your mind is going to have a lot to share with you, okay? And you're also going to have to learn how to focus your awareness properly to remember these dreams and astral projections. And so that's what some of this busyness is going to be about. Mugwort is a teacher. It's a teacher plant. I know it is. A teacher herb, healing herb, planetary goddess, really. So you will learn. And if you don't stick with it, then you won't get to the better parts. Okay, so if you're beginning rough like that, don't be afraid of that. Know that you're already going into it, that you're going to possibly have things to work out. Mugwort is getting to know you. You're getting to know Mugwort. You have to learn which strength is ideal for you. If you drank too much tea or whatever, you can be more gentle. It doesn't have to be, like your first experience. But don't quit if you really want to explore this. You can drink a quarter of the amount if you had too strong of an experience of that tea, Or you can just somebody was pointing out to me, you can just put it next to the bed and have the aroma of the fragrance. And that will work as well for a lot of people. Maybe not everyone. Some people might need more. I've read accounts from people that didn't really get a lot out of it, but I'm not really sure they put enough into it either. Were they really doing reality checks throughout the day? Because Mugwort will not do everything for you. Okay, so you've got to also be doing your reality checks for lucid dreaming. I mean, some people are going to get an experience anyway, but not everyone. If you're a heavy sleeper, you need to be doing the reality checks for lucid dreaming. And make them include Mugwort. You're going with the Mugwort in your dreams and astral projections tonight. You're not going alone. Mugwort is coming with you, your new BFF, for real. Okay, so moving on along here. Again, Mugwort is a healer. Let's see, what other pictures am I going to pop up here? Serena's business card. Yeah, Designs by Serena. That will be in here somewhere. www.designsbyserenavt.etsy.com. I have had somebody say that the Etsy was not working when they clicked the link. For me, I tried it out and for sure it was not working. But then like after I clicked it 3 or 4 times, it did. It definitely went to Etsy, so I'm not sure. I think it's an Etsy problem, probably, but you can also reach Serena on Facebook. Okay? And so now that I've put up a few pictures of how Mugwort is supposed to look, I mean, and even if it's a little more grayish, that's okay. It'll still be potent, okay? What you don't want is the super yellowy, hay-looking material. And so here will be the next one with Dreamleaf, showing the pills from Dreamleaf, which did work, by the way. The blue one did. I don't know about the red. And they look, yellow, dried up, older. And they looked like this when I took it a few years ago. I mean, this bottle is from a couple of years ago, but I opened up a pill before I took it a few years ago, and it looked the same. So this is a mix of mugwort, valerian, I don't know what else, without rereading the ingredients. I don't know. But it did work. I had like this dream that was 3 days long. Part of it was an astral projection. The rest was like integrated with a whole different dream. It had something to do with one of my ancestors. It was pretty epic. And I even like sent a message to Dreamleaf like about becoming an affiliate. They have an affiliate program, but I wanted like the people who follow me to have a special offer or something or a discount for them. And I never heard back. So I forgot about it after that, but that's a picture that I took recently, but I originally took a pill from that bottle a couple of years ago, I think, 1 or 2 or 3, I don't even know. So that's like your last option, something that looks like that, because fresh mugwort is way better, okay? And even if you just have an old tea bag, steep that thing for a couple hours if you have to. But again, go easy at first. Okay, so moving on to the tincture. I'll be putting up pictures of the tincture. So I'm clicking one now so I can read it to you. Mugwort Artemisia vulgaris tincture. Serene offerings of Vermont. Serene from Serena, right? Liquid herbal supplement, 2 ounces. It is a huge bottle. If you've never had mugwort before, you won't think so. But for a really good tincture, this is because of how potent it is. And I'm not even a quarter of the way through it yet. And I've been having these amazing experiences. Of course, I astral project anyway, but they have been more vivid and colorful when I use the tincture. And if you listen to them, you'll see, you'll see. And so for another photo here, let's see. Oh, the dropper that I've been talking about. When I say I use a full dropper, what I mean is what's in the picture here, or close to here while I'm talking, wherever I can fill it in. As you can see, the whole thing is not like up to the nozzle or anything. It's just, I press my fingers on the rubber tip, and that's what comes out, and that's what I consider a full dropper. And my usual amount is 2 of those. I am overweight. Most people will not need that much. And even I don't after using that for like the first night or 2. After the first night or 2, I've had amazing experiences, and I need to like taper it back a bit and let myself sleep and all that. But that's the color that it should be. And that's an alcohol tincture, not oil. So something to keep in mind there. And it should be, make sure it's from a reliable source. If you look at the back on this one, it'll be 100 proof of vodka. So That's a reliable source. You don't want anything like isopropyl or some weird nonsense going on. I mean, it's better to just buy a baggie of the mugwort in a tea or something if you're not sure about the tincture. I forget how many years ago I had a tincture, and I've made my own tinctures in the past, but not of mugwort. And just one of the important things is to use something like a vodka or a high-proof whiskey, something like that. So that's what you're looking for, and that's what it tastes like, which is why I can back up Serena's products. I know what it's supposed to be from previous experience. And so I can back that up. And I can also back up the Lucid Dream Leaf, even though it wasn't as potent, because I had already taken mugwort in the past through various teas, and it basically did what it was supposed to do. But Serena's is way more potent, so I'm, talking about that. And let's see. Oh, the dish. I think I did the dish already. In case I didn't, I will here. You'll see it's not that much that I put in there. I think I've pretty much covered everything. Like, if you're going to smoke it, I don't even know how much to tell you to smoke. Like, if you're a big smoker, I don't know. You'll have to tell me. Oh, and I'm going to put like an artsy thing I made, but I don't think I ever posted it at the end here, where I was like getting carried away with colors and stuff, just for fun. I hope you have a great time astral projecting and lucid dreaming with mugwort. Remember, if you get the really busy dreams and or nightmares, you don't have to take as much. Take a tiny little bit and work it up from there and figure out how to connect with mugwort that way instead of just quitting. Or if you're not getting any results at all, it could be you don't have very potent mugwort. You've not been doing reality checks. You've not been being considerate to the diva. For those who listen to that part of what I'm sharing, divas love attention. Like, be grateful and thankful to the mugwort. I mean, even if it's just putting your hands in front of it and saying thank you to the plant. Like, if you don't believe in divas, you can still do that. Put your hands in front of the plant and be like, you can even make a prayer for the plant. I mean, it doesn't matter which religion you want to use. Just, some kind of gratitude is amazing and will help you and will help mugwort connect with you, with your spirit. I'm sounding like a big old hippie now, aren't I? All right. Well, have a fabulous, fabulous rest of the week. I've got a couple of YouTube videos now to upload because I still didn't upload the last one. So be well and prosper, with or without mugwort. And you can also, like I said, just like put it right next to the bed, squeeze it, smell it. You don't even have to burn it. You don't have to drink it. It might take longer that way. I've always kind of used it as in teas before this, and tinctures, and just smelling it or burning it a little bit and doing the smudge. So everyone will have their own experience, I'm sure. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. Bye for now.